هيك تفتح الكاميرا. استحمى تعتهي. رصحتها. افتح الكاميرا.
So everything you just watch is one single AI generation. 30 seconds, no cuts, no stitching. But if you've been using any AI video generator, you already know the real problem isn't getting a video, it's getting one you can actually control. Characters change halfway through, motion falls apart, and fixing one mistake usually means starting all over again. That's exactly what we are testing today inside CapCut Web. Seedance 2.5 just went live and I will show you exactly how I made this cinematic scene step by step using one complete workflow inside the browser. And the part where I changed the story after the video is already finished, honestly that's the feature that surprised me the most. You know the drill with AI video, 5 seconds, maybe 10, then the face drifts, the motion goes floaty or the cut gives it away. And the annoying part was never generating, it's generating again. One wrong detail and you re-roll the whole clip. You burn credits, you hope the character still looks like the same person. That's why so many creators aren't looking for another AI video generator anymore. They are looking for AI video editing platforms that make generation and editing feels like one continuous workflow instead of two separate jobs. The biggest upgrade here isn't just longer videos, is that generation and editing are finally much more controllable. Seedance 2.5 goes straight at that, native 30-second generation in one pass, up to 50 reference assets in a single run. Localized edits on the finished video right where you need them. It can also extend up to 90 seconds with 2 extensions, but that's for another video. Today I'm testing the 30 seconds claim on a scene with real emotion in it. So if controllability is finally improving, the next question is simple. Can the workflow actually stay inside one place? So I open CapCut Web in the browser, go to Video Studio, pick Seedance 2.5 from the model list, and we're in. Everything happens in one browser tab, from generation to editing to export. No switching tools, no moving files between apps. It feels much closer to a complete online video editor than a collection of separate AI tools. Let me show you exactly what I did. The first problem isn't generating a video, it's recreating the same visual style every single time. If you ever made multiple AI films, you probably rewritten the same prompt over and over. Camera language, lighting, color palette, pacing, just hoping the next generation matches the last one. That's where skills come in. Before any prompt I set up my skill. I switch the mode to director, click add my skill and upload one file. That file is my style guide. It has my visual rules, natural light only, film grain, handheld field, slow pacing. It has notes on emotion, face stays subtle, no big action, the light carries the mood. And it has a technical side, aspect ratio, color tone, how the camera should move. Video Studio reads the file and saves it as a skill. I name it Cinematic Realism. From now on, every generation in this project follows those rules. And on my next project I can load it with one click instead of retyping everything. Simple and honestly very smart. Now the style stays consistent, but there's still another challenge. Even with a great prompt, characters often change from shot to shot because the model doesn't have enough context. This is where the 50 reference limit stops being a number and starts becoming genuinely useful. Instead of relying on one reference image, I load everything the model needs to understand the story. Images of the boy from different angles so his face stays locked, frames of the old Arab town where the story happens, the walls, the alley, the light, a short video clip for the motion style, even audio for the emotional atmosphere. Images, video and audio all in one run. Getting a consistent 30-second scene solves one problem, but filmmaking doesn't stop after generation. Sometimes the story itself needs to change, and that's usually where AI workflows fall apart. So now I have a consistent 30-second scene, but here's the next problem. Generation is only half the workflow. In most AI tools, the moment you want to change one part of the story, you're forced to regenerate the entire clip. One small creative decision can mean losing a scene that already worked. This is the feature I actually came from. I'm not fixing a color here, I'm changing the story. In my version the boy feeds the baby himself, but I want a different emotional beat. I want the mother in the scene. So I select only the 18 to 22 second section on the timeline and tell Seedance exactly what should change. I attach one photo of her as a reference and type one line. The boy hands the bread to his mother and she gives a small piece to the baby. This is where the new controllable editing workflow really stands out. Instead of regenerating the whole video, I'm only updating the exact moment that needs to change while keeping everything else visually consistent. Think about what I just asked, a new character inside a finished video, in a 4-second window. Before, this would have been a full reroll in a prayer. Here only that section regenerates, the rest stays frame from frame the same. And the result, she's there, same room, same light, same boy, the handoff feels natural and the baby reaches for her instead of him. The scene went from brother and brother to a family with one sentence. That's not editing a video, that's rewriting it. Now the story works exactly the way I imagined. The last step is turning all of these generated pieces into something that's actually ready to publish. Everything comes together inside the same browser tab on the CapCut Web multi-tracking timeline. That's something I appreciate because once the generation is finished, I don't need to jump into another editor. I line up my scenes, picture and sound sit on separate tracks, add caption for the title cards, then I build the atmosphere, distant street noise, birds, a faint call to prayer drifting over the rooftops, one quiet piano line underneath everything. A few pacing adjustments later, it's ready to export. From generation to editing to final render, it all happens in one place. One tip that will save you a lot of credits: generate your drafts in low resolution first, then switch to a full quality only for the final version. You'll iterate much faster while spending far fewer credits. So after all of that, the only question left is, does the final film actually feel believable? Let's see the final result. This clip set out to do one thing, make you feel something, and it does. The breathing in the close-up is timed like a real actor. When he breaks the bread, there's a small hesitation in his hands. That hesitation is the whole film. The room sells it too. One bulb, dust in the beam, two kids sitting in the shadows. And the mother's movement matches the room so well. Nothing about her says added later. I've watched a lot of AI clips, fake emotion with slow motion and sad music. This one doesn't need it. For me, that's the biggest difference. The technology disappears and the story stays. Looking back, what impressed me most wasn't just the final result, it was the workflow. One folder of references, one reusable skin, one prompt, one localized edit, and one browser tab from start to finish. Instead of bouncing between different AI video editing platforms, everything from generation to refinement, timeline editing and export stays inside CapCut Web. Seedance 2.5 is available now inside CapCut Web through the link in the description. You can try everything directly in your browser, no downloads or installation required. And don't test it with a sunset. Try something with real storytelling, a scene where characters have to stay consistent, where the emotion actually matters. I love to know what you test first. Leave a comment below with the feature you are most excited about. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.